And I think we're live. All right. How is everyone doing today? So anyway, today, let me get my back. Oh, here we go. Very good. I think we're okay. Oh, okay. We're just a little bit of latency. But other than that, fine. There we go. All right. How's everyone doing today? I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Other than the fact that Jesus died and rose again for my sins or whatever. I'm excited because I'm going to be installing Crux Linux today. I think that's a good reason to be excited, right? All right, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing good. I'm just going to take this brief moment to invite some people onto my stream. If I can. Okay. Here we go. Give me a shareable link. All right. Yes. So I've tried to install UEFI, like Crux Linux on UEFI system and failed miserably a few times. And that looks like a scam. Okay. Just looking at something here. Anyway, I've tried to do this before, and just do that. All right, try it one more time. All right. Hey, DevScan, how are you? All right, there we go. I'm just sharing my stream. Sorry about this. I always like to share my stream before I get started so that people can easily find this stream. Sometimes get kind of lucky and have some people discover my channel that wouldn't have otherwise discovered it, right? So anyway, yeah, I've tried this UEFI thing a couple of times and failed a few times, but I think I figured it out. So we're gonna find out because there was a specific step that I think I missed that I got when I installed yeah you know. Oh, we got a scammer here. My Mastodon account. It's like, I want to show you my tits. Today's Valentine's Day. Yeah. And I'll tell you, my wife's at work, or I'd be all up in that. Right. Very good. So, DevScan, how are you? All right. Is my volume, everything okay? Let me know. And I just got done installing Crux Linux. I'm great, DevScan. Thank you for asking. Um, oh, well, I'm as great as I think any of us can be right now with all the things going on in the world. Eh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sure that I that right. Oh, okay. Where did I put it? Okay, very good. Alright, that's not gonna work. Where is it? Where did I? Something that. Oh, okay. Let's cut that. All right. Now I think we're good. All right. Let's go back here. Now we should have Crux 3.8. All right. Probably want to share my screen, right? That'd be helpful. Oh wait, and that going on. So we can chat at least some of the time. I think we're choosing Crux 3.8. And we'll just do the generic option. I think that's fine. Use a custom configuration before install. Yes. Over. I think it's this one here, if I remember right. That's the UEFI one. See if we got that right. Yeah. There we go. It's good enough for me. All right. Looks like this is going to work. All righty. So, DevScan, yeah. You've been on here before, I think, right? On my stream. I've seen you before. Yeah, I got started a little late today. But I think I'm going to make a couple of changes. One of those changes I kind of want to talk about right now, really quick. Kind of see what you guys think of it. You create a bash script with Claude for creating a distro from scratch with different, and it's like, okay, good. All right. Ooh, that's cool. That is really cool. All righty. Well, let's see here. Let's do one of those babies. Okay. think we want to everything visible, right? Normally I don't care, but all right. Well, let's see what we got here. VBA, okay. Of course, we're going to have a GPT, whatever, GPT. Yeah. Let's just do 1 gig of EFI. 2 gigs. Swap. And oops, so go. Oh, hey, Strawberry Kitten. Hey, Blue Bubble. What is Crux Linux? Well, this is a distro that is a lot like BSD, like free BSD. In fact, it's like probably like I would consider it kind of a clone. And you got to do everything, you got to do your own work here. All right, well, now we got make that 32 dev EDA 1. That, no? All right, I think I can. Okay, let's just do fat label dev EDA 1. Yeah, pretty much. I think now we'll go make swap 2. And make file system extension root dev 3 is black now. Perfect. I think we're good. Looks good enough for me. So let's go ahead here. Swap on this by swap. Oh, this is not okay. Let's just try swap on. Dev 2. mount this. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I label. All right, I just figured out how to like do EFI recently on a virtual machine. I've always been content to do UEFI, well, to do legacy coding because I didn't really see the point. All right, now let's just clear that. Well, let's black. This looks good to me. I can do it. Yes, I like. All right. Later, we're going to do setup. Yes, I do want to continue. And yes, Arch Linux was the antecessor of Crux Linux. But it's a great distro. It's one of my favorite. And actually, between this and Slackware, those are my two favorite so far. No. Yes. Here we are. Looks good enough for government to me. Ah. So, yeah, before I did Legacy Boot, because it's easier to manage like multiple entries and that sort of thing. But oh yeah. Well, 3.8 came out like last year or the year before, but yeah, it's pretty slow moving. But I notice like every other month or so, like I notice that it has like a new yeah, a new kernel upgrade. So and you also have package, like newer packages and stuff all the time. So yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to I need to go through with that. All right. So let's go ahead and clear that. Yeah, let's see. F stab. Oh, oh, so I really have to make. All right. So we're gonna go. That's good. I can take that. Oh, wow. Mhm. So let's see here. Clear. Echo. Done. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, we are getting into the chew. All right. Yeah, I did. I don't know what to think about it. Don't really care. I don't visit adult sites, so. Right, so let's see. CD user. I'm only joking. Yeah. I don't think I need. Okay. Yeah, I think actually I just need. Oh, I already have it. CD Linux 3. Good. It's been a while since I've actually done this. I always forget. Here we are. Actually, I was only joking when I said that, but yeah, it's um, I don't know what to think about it. The whole age verification thing. Uh, yeah, make menu config. You're hacking the kernel at this point. Okay, so I haven't been through this in so long. This partition types. Okay, now we're supposed to have you. All right. I saw this. Where did I see it? Oh, type in features. That's where. So, this is. All right, that's the one I'm looking for. All of those are ticked. All right. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So you said with the. Okay. So say sudo They said file systems. Also, I know. Hey, what's up, Ben? Oh, I see. It's right here. Yeah, five. All right. Oh, bueno. Monday? Sí, sí. I'll be right back. All right. I got a couple of kids outside. Ah, little shits. I scared them off though. Okay, so how about EFI? EFI runtime support, yes. Cache files prompt. Looks good to me. I think we're pretty much it right there. Reservoirs. All right. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, looks good to me. I actually think we're pretty good here. Um, graphics. So let's see here. So device drivers. Where's the graphics? Yeah, Vertio. Sound card. Oh, there we go. Graphics. Frame buffer. Yeah, 5 days. Frame buffer support. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is always this is always like a labyrinth to me. Did I get? I'm in graphics. Oh, I'm in device drivers. Let me go back to graphics support. All right. Console. Got. All right. Bueno,
Chate, ¿no fueron a tocar de paquetería?
sí, ya recogí el paquete.
Ay, qué bueno, gracias, ¿eh?
Sí,
Déjala visto, Ira. Gracias.
sí. Okay, let's go ahead and make this motherfucker, huh? How about that? Oh, let's make this a little faster too. Of course, that's my wife. My wife's at work today, so otherwise I wouldn't even be here. I'd be all up in that. I know, I got you. Alrighty, this is gonna take a few minutes. So let's talk about a little something that's on my mind. So, I have a thought. I know, scary, right? I'm thinking I'm going to do one live stream every week. Actually, I might do a couple of different live streams, but I think I'm going to do a live stream that I'll break up into segments and have kind of like a place where I can chat and that sort of thing. Ooh, Strawberry Kitten, I remember you. You like to retract messages. Anyway, I'm thinking that those will be some of the videos I put out during the week. Um, and then I'm gonna have exclusive content like maybe tutorials, that sort of thing, that are very exclusive, very real high level stuff. And I'll probably top up my live streams though with some of this big brain stuff that like doing things like this. And every once in a while, I'll do something big brained like doing it Linux from scratch or something like this. But I'm really trying to figure out how to do this to where I have the time needed to work on some of my projects. I also have regular, content going on. It's a challenge. Yeah. So anyway, that's my idea. So maybe next week or the week after, I'm thinking that I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Well, I don't know how a virtual machine for LFS will do. I mean seriously, I have an i7 like third generation that I was using a while back for the LFS, and it took literally all day. I imagine it will take 4 times as long. And Better you than me. That's all I got to say. Anyway, looks like this is going by pretty quick, though. I'm hoping this works. Oh, I know how to check it too. Oh, yeah. But anyway, nice day to be compiling software, right? Oh, that's cool. You haven't tested it, huh? Oh, yeah. It'd be interesting to see. I think it could you could there was what was it? Viper Linux, I think it is. That's based off of an LFS, and I remember when they were building it. Um, actually, oh, I see. Hmm. Yeah, Isak, you gotta get better, right? Oh, that was quick. Oh, praise the Lord. Let's see here. Make. Then we're let's see. Arch X 86. Boot. See image. Boot. How we got 6, 13. And CP system. Yeah. Boot. Now let's see if this does it. Install. Dev. We did it. Make output. Routes. All right. Only if you're doing. Only the map should be in boot if you're doing. You're doing legacy. I've already kind of been through this already. Uh, I think we got it though. All right. Let's go exit. Or I might have messed something up, but we're gonna find out. Shit. Okay. Okay. We are, buddy. We are Crux UEFI. Man, does it get any easier than that? I got it. We're in. I'll do the rest in a minute. Okay. Whew, that was close. I wasn't sure if that was going to do it, but it looks like I got it. Yeah, actually, what really helped out with this is because if you remember, I did this like 4 times. I couldn't figure out the UEFI. When I followed the instructions on how to install Arctic's UEFI last week, I saw what my error was. And so it was really easy at that point. All right, praise the Lord and pass them biscuits, huh? So I got a really full thing of coffee. I spilled everywhere earlier today because I overfilled it. I always do. Why is the host name wrong? Yes, it is a little different, but yeah, I had zero problem getting this to work. So good. I I set it to Crux system, but yeah, good. I don't know, man. I might. I'm gonna enjoy a cup of coffee. I think I deserve that. Uh, I'll decide what I'll do later. Oh man, you know how many times I've tried to do this, and it was this easy. I just had to load the UEFI module in Vert Manager, and did I do that? After that? I sat down and smoked a joint. No, I'm just kidding. No. Then used labels and everything installed just like it's supposed to. Yeah. Uh, I always have struggled with UEFI, especially when it comes to like installing multiple distros. I've always struggled. I like UEFI, but I would just rather the simplicity of legacy boot because At least at that point, like if I ever wanted to install like 40 distros on a computer, it's fairly easy to do. It's infinitely more complicated with UEFI. You can't do it very easily. Uh, but I'm proud of myself. I got it. I might actually work on some other shit. Uh, I don't even know. Yeah. Yes, that's but it isn't as easy as legacy. Legacy, all you do is with legacy boot, it's so much easier. Um, although I'll admit there sometimes you do get corrupted boot entries and stuff, and that's a little annoying. But usually with just a simple OS prober, you can find it easily. But actually, I'm learning how to navigate UEFI a lot better too. So it's not nearly as hard as I used to. It is actually, Isaac. It's very. I was just like trying to figure out like what the hell I was doing wrong because it was I knew I wasn't far off. Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah. Oh right. I don't. I actually remember Legacy. Like the only thing that you would have to do was use OS prober and then basically look for the other OSs on the hard drive. But but there is like if you do like the grub install, sometimes it's a little like quirky, but yeah, I'm actually proud of this. Uh, ah, oh, MBR, yeah, yeah. I don't even I don't even remember how I did it back in the day with Legacy, but I just remember doing it. And I remember like yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So anyway, what does everybody think about my idea? Uh, I mean, it probably is insecure, but I mean, I'm sure there's ways to harden it, right? Well, but you can set legacy in your BIOS, most likely. If you look in the BIOS, you can set legacy most of the time. Um, I've been installing EFI UEFI for a while now, but pretty much all of my machines, including this one, can install. I can choose legacy in the BIOS. Oh, wow. Do you want me to show you how to break into any Linux grub system? Like adding, like, are you talking about like using EFI boot manager or? Oh, I know what you're talking about, actually. That went over my head. I actually know what you're talking about, Blue Bubble. No, don't get me demonetized, please. I already got a warning. Yes. Yes, you'll disable it by default, or you could have it to where it looks for EFI first and then, will default to legacy if it doesn't find the EFI thing. Yeah. Yeah, Blue Bubble, please don't get me demonetized, okay? I it took me a minute. I just barely had I'm just barely drinking my coffee. So anyway, I got this handy thermos for my birthday. My 50th birthday on Wednesday, I turned 50. So now I'm an old effing man. Yeah. I had a lot of fun, man. Super Bowl, my birthday. I drank a little too much you know, watching the Super Bowl. Just a little. I think I had a couple. Yes, I hate that too. That's why I'm gonna stop using Grub here pretty soon. I've been looking at a couple other alternatives. No, because like I got one, two, three, four computers right here, and one in my living room, and they all have like uh wow, okay. Anyway, I had a couple of beers watching the Super Bowl. Oh my God. And all week I've just been watching right wingers on TV losing their mind over Bad Bunny hosting the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, but I'm more of a Bad Bunny fan now. I mean, I'd rather have Metallica, and they're from the Bay Area. I doubt it. I Anyway, I'm looking at trying to do something to generate a little extra income. So I'm going to be working on some of those projects. I don't ever get enough time to do coding because I'm always editing video, and so I think if I make like if I have a one show every week, I don't know. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't ever encrypt my partitions. Especially on stuff like this, like on my own computer, sometimes I do, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not really a Bad Bunny fan, but I just like seeing all these. I would have preferred Metallica overall, even Aerosmith. But I like it. I loved it. But I did love one thing about that whole halftime show. Is something that I think even Isak will understand is how they portrayed um, Hispanic culture. They did a beautiful job of that, I thought. I thought they did a beautiful job displaying, like a lot of the experiences that I experience here in Mexico. They represented it really well. And a lot of people lost their minds and lied, you know, basically saying that oh my god, it was really sexually explicit. It wasn't. I speak Spanish. It wasn't explicit at all. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my Seahawks, man. Seattle Seahawks. We won the Super Bowl, man. I've been a Seahawks fan since I can remember. Like I lived in the Seattle area for a while when I was growing up. Yeah, I love Metallica. That's my favorite band. It it sucks that they haven't done a halftime show. I would have loved to seen them like with. I mean, could you imagine like they've sang with like Lady Gaga and a few others? Like, could you imagine? Like that would be awesome. Iron Maiden, man. Motorhead. Warcry. Yeah. Anyway, it's okay though. Like, I enjoyed it. My oh yeah, like Mana. Oh God, that would have been an awesome show. Could you imagine Mana playing the Super Bowl? Como quisieras poder vivir sin aire, como pudiera. I can't. What about that one, Isak? would would Mana playing the Super Bowl be like cool? Como perro enloquecido. Dude, I would love it just because the right wingers would lose their freaking minds. And I love it when right wingers lose their minds. Can I? Huh? Oh, okay. Mhm. Oh, wrong way. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Trying to move me a little bit more towards the center. Okay. Uh yeah, I love it. I love it. I would love to see the Mana. and play the Super Bowl. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, there should be a petition to have Mana play Super Bowl 61. So right wingers lose their effing minds. Hmm. Yeah. Probably Isak and I are probably the only two in this chat who know who Mana is. But Mana was like one of the first rock bands to come out of Mexico. They actually come from right here where I live, Guadalajara, and they have a sound very much like the Police. And one thing I like about Mana is they have a really good acoustic sound. And so, anyway, that's a noise outside. Okay. Yeah. I really, really like Mana. I think they're a good rock band. And they paved the road for a lot of new acts here coming out of Mexico. Yeah, when I discovered that band, I was like, wow. I was learning Spanish 30 years ago, and I discovered that band. I'm like, wow, they have some real talent. But yeah, Metallica with Mana, that would be awesome. Yes, exactly. But doesn't the music of Mana Isak sound a lot like the Police? Like I think it does. I think they have a sound that's very similar. The voice is obviously different, but the music is very similar. A lot of the yeah, definitely we know where they got their inspiration. Anyway, yeah. But I'm happy I accomplished something. Anyway, I'm probably alienating the rest of my chat here. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, what would be another? That would actually be a quite the halftime show. Could you imagine it have like somebody like Carlos Santana? All right, I'll see you later. Yeah, wow. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. All right, what do you guys think of my idea? Hold on, Isak. Don't go to sleep quite yet. What do you guys think of my idea of having like a show like every Saturday and just I'm probably going to just cut those up and make episodes, and I might have a couple of episodes all by themselves, but pretty much just have a live stream where I do stuff like this, right? Or but it's not just this, it's all of my like my complaining about the Linux kernel, or my newfound joy of FreeBSD. Yeah, so anyway, like all of my rants and stuff will probably, like, I'll find 5 or 6 things to rant about, maybe 2 or 3 things to rant about. And so, like, I'll have a segment that's like 10 or 15 minutes long, have a chat, 10 or 15 minutes, and then it will morph in. I'll check it, like I'll check out, um maybe check out a distro or do something like this, and I'll probably have like a 4 or 5 minute, uh, 4 or 5 hour stream on Saturday. Cut it up, and we're good. We're golden. And then it will give me a chance to work on some of the other stuff that I haven't had the chance to work on. And I do have a big announcement. I'm going to try. I can't promise I'll do it, but I'm going to try to run FreeBSD as my main driver. I'm making the jump. You know what? I don't like the direction Linux is taking, and I love FreeBSD. I've been messing with it all last week, and oh my god, it's a joy. There's no drama, I promise, and things just make sense. Well, most things. Some things I'm still trying to get my head around. It's been a good experience. So I'm thinking of doing a lot of like content on FreeBSD, Slackware, Crux, that sort of stuff. And what else? Oh, I'm still milling around the idea of having a lug chat on Fridays. So if any of you want to hop on and show us your awesome projects and stuff like that, that would probably be the time to do it. The lug meetings, I guess. That's what I'm really wanting to do. Yeah. I've been thinking about this for a while, and so I think like Fridays I would have a lug meeting, Saturday I would have my main thing, and then maybe even throughout the week if I'm coding or whatever it is I'm doing, maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to just have a minimum requirement of joining the lug meeting. I need people to contribute to my project. It doesn't necessarily need to be monetary, I don't think, but we have to be contributing somehow. Like, and the reason why is because if I have a lug meeting with 100 people showing up, it's too much for me. So to break that barrier down, I'm thinking somebody should have some skin in the game. Yeah. I'm not that versed either, but I gotta say, I used FreeBSD like 30 years ago. God, am I that old? Guys, oh my God, like almost 30 years ago. It was like 29 years ago that somebody installed FreeBSD on my laptop. It was this thick. I still have a picture of my laptop. And so I am aware of, like, I know some secrets, like, or some really old school things that we used to do. I don't know if again, um it's just like muscle memory. It's like once you kind of get used to it. I forgot about yeah. Wow, 40 years on free, yeah. Well, I'm 50 here, but yeah. I'm saying 30 years ago I was using FreeBSD, but yeah. Yeah. No, I'm one story up, man. I progressed to the fifth floor. I don't know what I think about that either. I mean, Life's pretty good though. I mean, I still have an incredible amount of sex, and I'm still able to eat most everything I want to eat. Um, I just have to take my medicine. Yeah. But I said 30 years ago, I used FreeBSD. That's what I meant. Yeah. 30 years ago. Oh my God, I'm that old. Yeah. And so, anyway, so I think it would be really cool. The whole lug thing. Um, we can show each other what, basically show what we're working on and that sort of thing. And again, I don't want to sound like I only care about money, because that's not it at all. But like, I could see a bunch of people joining like every week and having like 100 people hang out. I don't know if I could. I mean, I don't know like how I would handle 100 people, you know, uh, jumping in. And so I think if there was just like a short barrier to entry, I think that, a small barrier to entry, like I would have like 10 people, but they are contributing to what I'm trying to do, and, with not just my YouTube channel, but my whole movement to uh, unscrew Linux. I mean, honestly, like I should have like a movement that's called unf Linux. Kind of like the unf America tour, something like that. Yeah. I'll tell you this though, I don't have to find these wonky workarounds for stupid shit in FreeBSD. That's what I've noticed so far. Everything works as intended. I love it. If I can get OBS installed. So I don't think I'm going to go to FreeBSD, like, it's gonna be a while, because I need to be able to get OBS installed. And they have a package for OBS, but at least when I tried it, it didn't. So I'm going to work on building a package in FreeBSD for OBS Studio, and then once I get that built, I think I'm there. Or there's another possibility, and I'm thinking about this. I could just use FFmpeg and write a script to record, a live stream like Luke Smith used to do. And actually, I know this for a fact. Luke Smith, he video streamed a few videos from using FreeBSD a long time ago. There was one or two. Um, and the only reason why I know is because he did something in the terminal that I recognized. I was like, oh, he's using FreeBSD. So that might be an option. I think it would only take me about maybe an hour to figure out a script where I could just do a live stream, using my terminal. That's an option. So I have a couple of different options to go. So like, I guess maybe if that was my only impediment is that I had to, build something. That's another thing. I probably could build an OBS clone, if you will. I don't know. So, anyway, what do you guys think? So what would be a way of contributing? See, I don't want to make my, like I said, I want to be fair about this, and I don't want my I don't want my project to seem like all I care about is the money. Right? I just want somebody to like make contributions somehow, have some skin in the game. And I don't like expect anything like huge. I just, you know, um, I really want to have a few, I want to put my development skills to work. And I basically want to just, every time the corporate, wing of open source decides they know better, it's usually people like you and me who go, we're not down with what you're trying. And they're the ones that change things. And they come up with some really creative solutions. That's where my headspace is at. I'm not, again, I'm just kind of thinking out loud because I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. Well, packaging it for BSD would not be hard. Um, I packaged OBS for Debian. I thinking it's something similar. I I did that once upon a time. It took me a few days to figure it out. You just have to figure out the dependencies, and once you got the dependencies, then everything else should be pretty should work out pretty good. But honestly, the one thing that I hate is how bloated has become over the years. Honestly, I might just build it. I might build like something. Yeah. Oh, e-builds and yes, yes. But I mean, you know, somebody that will spend a couple of days, figuring something out, and with AI and everything else, I think I could figure it out easily. Yes, I know what ports are in Crux. Yeah, or I mean in BSD. Sorry, we have the same thing in Crux as well, but a lot easier to build probably. Um, yeah, I think once it'll take a while to compile, but I might actually just might just build a GUI to stream and record all of my live streams and probably be able to you know do a lot of the same thing that a lot of the same things that OBS does, but I could probably build it a lot leaner. And, I don't know though, because I've looked at the internals of OBS in the past. It's actually really easy I mean, everything in there, there's nothing complicated about um, like I don't know how to explain, but I think within a month I could have some working version of it. But and I mean, as much as I like OBS, and I'm a big, big defender of that guy. I don't know, but anyway, I there are some things I could do. So I might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, um, I have a few options on the table. I think for live streams. So yeah, I have a few options, and I might do that. I don't know. But anyway, I want to see like how somebody. I got a couple of projects and things that if people wanted to contribute to, I think it would be a way to. Um, and like I said, I'm not expecting anything like, "Hey, come over here and be my slave, man." Like, I'm not. All right. Anyway, it's just a thought. Anyway, I just ran out of coffee. That's a good question. I like both actually. Um, you know, I think both serve their purposes. I've been using Plasma for over a year now. I'm really comfortable. I like it. But I also like, like my window managers like Spectre WM or DWM. So I don't really have a preference per se. I guess if I had to say, I lean a little more towards the window managers. And right now, because of some of the deep dives I'm doing, I'm thinking that, it's a way to unscrew Linux, get rid of dbus, for example. That I honestly, if I can have any part in getting rid of the adoption of dbus in Linux, I'll even I'll deal with system D. Like I would be okay. I would be okay with using system D as long as we get rid of dbus. Dbus is such an abortion. I so like wanting to get rid of that bad idea. Um, if there was ever any way I could, you know, use some of my skills to get rid of dbus altogether, I think that would be time well spent. And like system D, like I don't care if we have system D or not. Like, um, I don't really care. But I would, if I could get rid of that, if I could get rid of dbus. And honestly, we have to do something about Xorg or X11. Like, and what I mean by that is like it's a mess. That's the one thing the Wayland cult has going for them. I mean, they're not wrong. Like um the idea that Xorg is not a mess is laughable to me. I'm again, though, I come back to there are certain functionalities and certain features that we've been doing for decades that we can't do. So, like, mm, yeah. So, but we need to like figure a way out of. And I honestly like I look at X Libre lately. Yeah. Oh, cool. Um, yeah, and that's I mean that's with Xorg that's saying a lot. But you can get Weston up and running in about 8 megabytes of RAM. I mean, I don't remember if it was Weston or if it was a different Wayland compositor. There's a couple of them that are pretty close, like neck and neck, and it's like wow. And it has like everything running in the background. The thing though that I keep coming back to though is the features, and the other thing that I keep coming back to is okay, so what happens when you put dbus into that mix? And do you have to have this spaghetti wiring mess when it comes to system D? Honestly, that's my only thing because honestly, as systems get more and more complex, obviously you're going to want things to be simpler, not more complex. And you're not going to want to write one abstraction on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. It would be much easier just to like drastically simplify. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah, and I don't disagree. That is pretty impractical. But anyway, I am so happy with myself. So now I'm going to cut my teeth on some of this other stuff. So I am so proud of myself. I might just leave it at here and then do some post installation stuff as I learn about it. I I haven't really I haven't messed like I ran Crux Linux as my main driver like 6 years ago and I really liked it. I don't remember why I quit using it. There was a reason. Anyway, but I guess we could do a few things. All right. I don't know if I can see the picture. I have I don't think they allow you to post pictures, but I might be wrong. Alrighty. All right. Yeah, let's do a little bit here. I'm gonna do more. I don't think I need to. Let's see here. All right. I don't need to do a lot, but okay, let's do. And, so these are all the ports. Now you should be able to just do ports. Remember right? Here you are. Yeah. Wow. All right. So let's do ls. So I can type. Okay. Okay. So like say PRT get search 11. Oh. Oh, I know why. Okay. Hmm. All right. So how about this? Let's see. Box. Yeah. Can't access. So. Hmm. So we could do like control rsync crux. Oh, they're not going to allow me to do that. All right, no problem. Works you. Okay. Oh, I see what I did wrong. All right. I think I got it. Okay, so we do have NeoVim. Now the only thing is we are going to move, let's see, ports, trib, are sync and active. There we go. We're gonna have it. Let's see, ports, trib, are sync. We'll move, let's see, ports at 32. Our sync and active. Let's see. Ports. Our sync. Yeah. Probably. Okay. Now we should be able to update that. There we go. Here we are. All right. This has changed since I last used it a little bit. And now we've done that. Good. Now we should be able to. Good deal. So now we can install things. All right. Good. All right. So let's try that. PRT get install C H. Oh man, good deal. Wow, this is so much like FreeBSD. I could live in this though. I mean, this is actually really easy right now. I mean, I say that now, but I mean, I might get 4 days into it and go, oh my god. Hmm. We need a few other packages. Let's see here. Say JQ. Yes. PM. Get. Row. Get. Sudo. GCC. Make. Oh, I forgot rip crap. So I'm thinking this box here will have Crux. I'm hoping my laptop will have FreeBSD if it'll run. And here we are. All right. Well, this is gonna take a second. I'm gonna go get me. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Terribly. All right, I'm back. I just had to take a whiz here. Didn't take a while, so let's go over here while it waits. Actually, before I do that, so I got a lot of things already working the way I wanted, as you can see. What else did I want to do? All right. So let's see. This takes a while. I'm probably going to have to. Okay, so we have ffmpeg. Good. With and without x11. Good. ffmpeg wrapper for Python. Oh, I see. Well, let's do something here. Sorry. Let's do that. All right. So anyway, who's still here? All right. Um. Oh. All right. It is actually. It's very easy to get up and running. You choose your repos that you want to pull from, which basically is just PKG. They pretty much have builds for everything. Yeah, they have builds for everything. Yeah, I do think FreeBSD is pretty chill. So I'm updated now. What do I want? There's a few things I had in mind. A couple of things I gotta work on off camera, lest I get hacked. And I remember this. Ooh. There was something I was going to do, so let me I was going to work on something. Um let's see where we're at here. I've had this on for ooh, probably not. Okay. So let's see here. What's each top? Okay, so it's not doing too bad. It said that I was running 6 GB. I'm running 3. Not great, but mhm. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, I've had it up for like 5 days. I'll probably just I'll do something to clear out that memory. Possibly. Let's see what we can do here. Can All right, let's see what we got. Hmm. So this isn't like Linux at all. Wow. All right, no problem. All right, well, so much for that. How about this? All right. Let's see here. What have we got? Ooh. All right, we're getting somewhere. Not sure where. All right. This is gonna take a while. Ah, not expect that. Wow. Anyway, so um, I am definitely going to do a deep dive though in some of the server functions of FreeBSD and stuff like that. I really want to deep dive into it. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm trying to think, what could I do? Because I mean, I don't. I suppose I could run like some sort of server off of it. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, a lot of stuff here to do, but anyway, I have to. I'm gonna give it about. Let's see. Oh, this funny meme on uh, what do you call it? Reddit. It first starts. What made you use Gentoo? What made you use Ardix? What made you use Slackware? Uh, yes. All right. Anyway. Anyway, who's still in here? So let's see. Do we have? Also, I got a new update. Meant to say something. I think I'm going to leave Discord, but I think I'm going to have set up like a matrix server, I think, or something. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop Discord. I think we need to start going open source. I think we need to start giving a big stiff middle finger to a lot of these organizations and stuff. And top of my list is getting rid of Discord. I'm probably going to get rid of a lot. I waste entirely too much time watching YouTube, watching Facebook shorts, and YouTube shorts. Oh, anyway. ¿Qué pasó?
Pues no sé, ya no le he visto nada a este Juan, yo creo que nada.
¿Quieres ir a Sushi City o algo?
La verdad no.
¿No? ¿O qué
No.
quieres comer? Yo sí.
Pero ¿a poco vas a venir hasta acá?
Oh, no. I mean, no Sushi Factory.
Sushi,
Ah,
sí, ya.
pero yo puedo venir hasta allá. Yo puedo ir hasta allá, si quieres.
¿Pero para qué?
Ok. O si tú
No,
vienes acá.
y en todo caso que vinieras,
Ujú.
pues yo esperaría a mi futuro, la verdad. Yo esperaría a mi hijo, o sea, a que saliera, para llevárnoslo de una vez. ¿Cómo ves?
So, si yo voy por allá.
Pero no, ¿para qué? No le veo el caso, la verdad.
Ok. So, vamos a Sushi City entonces.
Pero pues yo no sé, pero yo llegué.
Vas a llegar como vas a salir a las 5, ¿no?
Sí, pero de qué que.
Vas a llegar como a las 7, 6:30.
No, sí, no creo.
Sí.
No creo.
Las 6 o 6:30.
A lo mejor llegaría como a las 7. Pues no sé, es que depende de ver qué nos pasa el camión.
Mm. Ok.
Bueno, ¿ya estoy trabajando?
Ya, poquito.
Sí, échale ganas, porque te has abandonado por estos meses.
No estoy haciendo ninguno huevo, nada, créeme.
No, te estoy diciendo porque tienes que pagar todo el carro
Ya sé.
y eso no lo tienes que dejar pasar.
Mm,
Acuérdate que ya te lo había dicho, por eso esta vez que me dijiste,
mm.
yo dije, no manches. Y luego tienes tus citas también, ya. No seas
Ok,
tío.
ok, ya no me estás regañando.
No, no te estoy regañando, te estoy diciendo.
Oh,
Porque, ¿cómo
pues,
no quieras que te diga?
está bien, está bien. Alright, déjame seguir trabajando entonces, pero bueno, ya dijimos, vamos a un parte o algo.
Por eso no quiero ir a ningún lado. Yo prefiero que guardes ese dinero
Tú no
y que...
preocupes, tú no
¿Eh?
preocupes, tú no preocupes por eso.
No, yo sí me preocupo por
Es
eso te
mi
digo.
trabajo
Porque yo sí tengo preocupación y más, porque ya sabes que necesitamos, a veces tú tienes que ir por ese Alexei o algo y a
Ujú.
veces,
Está bien,
ándale pues, adiós.
adiós, nos vemos. Alright, wife yakking at me. No problem. Alright, I want to do correct. Oh, alright, no problem. Oh, oh, snap. So that's my first. Oh, okay. Well, oh, wow. All right. So anyway, I wanted to see who was still, if there was anybody still in the. Okay, we got a few people here. Let's see how I've done today. Not terrible. Had 13 at one point. Okay. And I have 3 right now. Okay. So a couple of people dropped off a little while ago. No problem. Mm, so there's some sort of compatibility issue. All right. Hmm. Okay, so I would have to figure out the compatibility issue. I'm going to do that off camera. No problem. So, oh, we do need something. Fuzzy finder. Oh, that's why. Anyway, we go. We got something installed successfully. I wonder if I could do like some stuff. No. Okay. Hmm. See if I can do this. Okay, we're extracting cargo, rust, C. There we go. I don't know what I did differently. Something got installed. This is funny. Huh. Why? I'll have to figure it out later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. C.com. Oh, this is. Oh, I remember this. SSHD. Maybe like. I don't remember if it's CPCD or CP. Yeah. Let's use our G. And Alright, now we should be able to just do exit. And then in there. Alright. And I think we have some things kind of set up. Again, I gotta figure out how to do some things, but I think actually we got this thing all set up. So let's install. So like DM or like. Oh, right. Right. Oh, none of them are installed. I think part of the problem is this right here. Hmm. All right. So interesting. Hmm. Interesting. So this is going to take a while to get up and going, and I think this is a good place to go ahead and end the stream today. I got a lot of things to be doing, and so um, I think that I think we think we I don't know got somewhere today. I installed UEFI and got it to work. I wasn't sure why UEFI wasn't installing on my virtual machines, but I figured that part out. So very good. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. I got some things I gotta do, but I mainly gotta go to work, and then I have those announcements. I think that's going to be coming up really soon. I have a video coming out probably tomorrow. So I probably have like some things coming out. It'll probably be for everybody on Monday. And I'm hoping to be doing this live stream on FreeBSD, giving Linus Torvalds a stiff middle finger. So I totally disagree with, the direction that he's allowing. And hopefully I have something that will be up and running and working correctly. So I'm really hopeful of that. Anyway, it was nice hanging out with you guys. Nice to see Blue Bubble and Benji and Isak. And anyone else who was in this stream. So, anyway, peace. Hope everybody has a happy Valentine's Day. I already have a Valentine. So, yeah, I have a sexy Valentine. Anyway, see you guys later. Don't have too much fun. And yeah, this is really educational. I think this is going to get installed on my mini machine here. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm about ready to start having a blast. So anyway, you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.